So this is Tequila, the city of Tequila, where the drink got its name from. It is located in the state of Jalisco, around an hour or two from the state's capital, Guadalajara. This area is a UNESCO heritage site for producing this very famous drink. Tequila is a part of the mezcal family, but people don't really call it that because, you know, it's just like champagne. You don't really just say, oh, I'm drinking wine. You say, I'm drinking champagne instead. So this is one of the famous tequila factories. As you can see, they are in operation. Normally, it is possible to have a tour of the facilities, but not today. Next, we are going to go to the city center. Now we're at Tequila City Center. This is its main church, as you can see from here. And this is a public square. And there's a smaller church opposite to it. And you can see restaurants, people chilling, some hotels as well, and some shoe shining stalls. This is the other side of the church, and this is its main square. You can see people selling things here, and there's a wooden, well, it's actually a tree. I assume there are performances here from time to time, and this is the main square. You can see a lot of statues here and there. I think this was Miguel Hidalgo. Yes, as you can see, he's holding a broken chain, representing the fact that he liberated Mexico, or at least that's what the story is. Since when he died, he basically lost the battle and everything. So here some other monuments, and finally we have the word tequila for people to take pictures with. And this is the main view of the city center, as you can see. This is a cultural center next to another distillery. This is a road leading to the church, as you can see from in front of us. This is the oldest distillery still in operation in Tequila. As you can see, I can actually smell it as well. And by it I mean the fermented stuff. I'm not entirely sure what materials they use for that. And this is the entrance to the factory. This is called Mundo Cueva, Cueva's World. This is the oldest tequila distillery still working. Today is my second day in Tequila, so this is another factory district. This one is called La Perseverancia, and you can actually see them at work here, or rather there. As you can see, there's an empty truck, there's a door over there accepting shipments and stuff. Yeah. So I'm guessing that the tequila factories here probably just emitted their industrial waste or something like that here, because if you can see, if you can look at this liquid, you can see actually it is hot, and obviously it is not in a clear color, it is not because of the rain. I have absolutely no idea what this is. So there exists also some abandoned tequila factories building. This is one of them. So I'm not able to go inside, but you can see that from the gate. And this is its gate. And this one is called La Castellana. So we're still in this factory area. So in order to make tequila, obviously they need a stable source of water, and that's why a lot of the distilleries were built along this river. So on the left side, that is an abandoned distillery. We just saw that earlier. And on the right side, as you can see from the white smoke from this factory, this is a factory that's actually still in operation. Here you can smell the fermented smell all over. It's quite a nice walk, and you can actually see some fields of plants at the back of this active factory. Let me zoom in. So they actually make everything here. It's a living, breathing factory. This area by the river was also where people in the past got most of their fresh water, and this is a well where they get fresh water from. And this is Los Lavaderos, which in Spanish it means the laundry. So presumably people washed their clothes here, or just wash anything they needed to wash. So the water is fresh water. You can see there. Opposite to this area is one of the tequila factories, and you can see the fields of plants as well. So that's where the water comes from, and that's another factory. So this is, I don't know what this is. It says it's a museum on Google, but really it is just a hall, because this is it. I guess it's good that there are free bathrooms, and then there's a mural which depicts the history of tequila from the god, as you can see there. And it's a very confusing place. I don't, there are no signs or anything. It says it's called La Constancia. It is with the group of company called La Sausa. Yeah, and this is just once again amongst the factories. So with this, I believe is the end of my tequila trip. Hasta luego.